I think I broke my wife's PlayStation 5 playing The Sims 4. Originally, I was supposed to make a Megamind family, but I got carried away. So I made Megamind, Roxanne, their kids, even gave them some pets. But I ended up getting carried away making their house. So I took basically all of the space, made a moat around the outside. Unfortunately, it didn't let me connect it. I wanted to put a bridge over, but this was the best I was able to do. But in any case, so for the last, I want to say, month and some change, I've been basically working on this. You might see empty and be like, how does it take a month? But so up here, this here idea I wanted to get where there's channels or hallways that connect each building that are all suspended as well throughout, and each one of them all connect. So we got over here is the kids' room. It's basically everything that they would need in it. All their toys, books, even got them a TV, some learning stuff, the beds. This room here is empty. This I had to, I guess, bring back. Didn't notice that. Um, this here, it's a little bit wide, so I guess this one has to be pushed down a little bit. This here is where the pets play. Well, where they would play, and for all the vet stuff for them. This here is the kitchen bar area. And they also got a cupcake maker. Another hallway that extends to over here. Then going up another level. This here, I was thinking originally I was going to do an office, but then I decided to put the music stuff up here. And then over here is where the art stuff is. Then all this is just open space with glass walls on basically all sides. And going up another layer. So we got some more rooms up here. This here is their main bedroom. So when the kids get older, they'll sleep in bunk bed. Then this is where the adults be. Also got some coffins in here. Um, this here is the kitchen. Another cupcake machine. But for the most part, pets food. This here is a bathroom. So I added quite a few baths and showers, mirrors. I did the wallpapers different in each one, just to well, as I was doing them, like this room's not complete, so this still has a stock standard. This one here, for example, is done. This is for like the witch and spellcaster. Uh, some vampire stuff is in there, or yeah, I believe it is. Oh no, wait. Okay, it's up here actually. So at the level that's above the top level, then I also added some more um, on the roof. I added platforms that connect each one of them, all connect through, as you see. This area is this was like the living area, the living room. Gave them the biggest TV that we could do. Not sure why I just added this crane. It let me, so I did. And inside here is some of the witch stuff. This is where the rockets and then science stuff is. There's some portals over here. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't checked any of the DLC, so I I just placed all this stuff. I just got it. I've never really played this game like that. I never even did a project like this for the most part. It's just I had these ideas. I mainly wanted to make platforms that connect and where they could just walk through a path and each one's extended above ground. Like for example, these pillars, they don't have to be here. I added them just because for realism's sake. But for the most part, it's just that was the main idea. It was just I wanted to connect, and then I ended up getting too carried away. So besides all of everything you see here, like for example, there's one of every single room that's around here that's available. I use the cheat code so you can also have like the hidden objects and stuff you can't normally see. So there's lots of everything as you see, especially even like with say the tree or even in the kids' room, all the stuff that's on the floor and everything. But what's really breaking the game, it's if you notice each you'll see there's a lot of stairs. All these stairs, they're all connected for the most part. None of them are misplaced, but over here is the only spot that there's a stair that leads downstairs. So now, once it gets down here, this here is where it's breaking. So I wanted to, well, we'll get there. So this here, I wanted to do a maze, like a labyrinth. So once they basically go down to get to the lowest level of the basement, they have to first go through this maze. But it's all connected. This stair is the only way to get downstairs, and that's the only way to get upstairs. So once they go through here, now the next spot is to go over this here, and then they're going to go down the stairs, and then from there, they're going to go down here and up, and then basically that's where the maze starts. So, but the thing is, oh, also I added glass walls as well. So like that, when they're going through, they could see. It. Imagine like having multiple of them, even like having them bring the pets or the babies down, and then that it's just going to be really interesting to see how long it takes and just everything about it. But that aside, so trying to can actually show you. Let's just go to build mode real quick. So as you see, it's already starting to lag. But now if I just copy, this is basically what I was doing. Is just well, if it's a diagonal area, it's not going to let me do diagonal areas, but for any straight areas I can. But where I'm getting stuck at, so the stairs, it lets me pop stairs down with no issue. But then when I go upstairs, if it goes back up, there we go. So now over here, for example, say if I wanted to use this, see the lag already started. So it's just there's so much stuff that for the most part, if I needed to break a piece of glass so that I can extend the glass out, let me try and back out of this. Sometimes it takes a while. Come on, you can do it. Switch. I think I broke it again. Love it. So this is what I was basically saying. Like it just lags up and just freezes. Like it's to the point where I can't even really do much on here anymore. I'm gonna end up having to switch it over to the computer. I found a way to do it through the, well, I realized I could do it through the gallery just by saving it. And then, okay, there we go. Assistant specs alive. All right. So as I was saying, that is basically broken at this point. I can't really do much. I can add stuff upstairs. I could add stuff down here, the ladders, but it's just I can't continue because the idea is to have them basically trapped where once they come up the stairs or down the stairs at any one of these platforms, they can't go to the side. That's why these barriers are here to basically just keep a single file line where it's just upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, so on and so forth. but because I can't add those, I basically can't continue the floor. So I'm going to try and transfer it over to the computer and then just continue from there. Hopefully the computer should work. It's a RTX 4070, so I'm hoping that there's no issue. But anyways, so just like how there's one stair that leads downstairs, there's also one stair. Once it gets to the end, there's a single stair that leads to here, which is this stair here. So at the end of the maze, after they get through, all the way through, basically leads over here and then comes down here, and this is where the pool is. So I wanted to put the pool all the way at the bottom of the basement, and then down here also I added some ponds. I'm not sure why, I guess because it just let me, but yeah. I wanted to add the pool though. I made it like the Iron Giant, or like just like in a robot form. I just wanted to make just an interesting, just differently shaped pool that's also functional and usable. Like for example, at the ends of each of his fingertips, they also have the ladders so that they could go in and out. Wouldn't want them to drown on this ladder here. Basically, at all main points, there's ladders, so that I don't have to worry about it. Everything's well lit, but for the most part, even just can't even decorate. Well, I guess I could add stuff, but it's just I wanted to finish the stairs because all these straight lines, all these still need ladder, all these still need stairs to go through, and it's just at this point I can't really do it because it doesn't let me. But in any case, like I said, I think I broke it as well because every time I save it, it just completely crashes. Like for example, if I try to go and save, it'll just crash. But yeah, that's basically it. At the same time, if you also so this hair is its full size, but now if you compare it to the neighbors, which is right next door, it's quite a considerable difference. And like this neighbor's house, it's actually bigger, it's multi-layer as well, with multi-level. But in size comparison, it's just there's no comparison. Even with this one here, like for example, this one house can literally just fit in this one spot here. I also added the moat around it, but so if I go to, oh, they've also been paused this entire time. Like for example, they haven't even talked to or spoke to each other. They haven't even picked up their kids in this entire month. And plus that I've been doing this they've been paused this whole time. I've just been literally in build mode. Like haven't even had a chance to have them do anything. That's one of the only times I'm actually in live mode. Just let them get a quick little gasp of air real quick. But added swans, added basically everything that you could add to the water. Dragonflies, lily pads. There should be crocodiles like all over, but for some reason they're not showing. I'm not sure why. Probably because I got too much stuff going on, but yeah. Also added mailboxes to the edges, and that's enough breathing. Added some recreation stuff from outside, and then some of these crystal stuff. Also, the stairs for the werewolves. I guess this is their bathroom, and then some plants and stuff all along the side. Oh, this also takes up a lot. These are all their seeds. Like for example, flowers and fruits, veggies and herbs, magical plants, rare plants, and then also some fertilizer, which most likely gonna need more. But yeah, that's about it.